Okay, Pastor Cheney, welcome to Vegas Gospel. How long have you been with Second Baptist? How long?
Been here approximately, better yet, 4 years. January 1st made 4 years, and it's truly been a blessing.
And where are you originally from?
I am a South Carolinian and born in Philadelphia, but I grew up in South Carolina, son of a Baptist preacher. And, we traveled a little bit with different churches, but it's South Carolina is home, and the food and the culture and the climate, so it's really been a blessing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that where you originally got your calling? Is that where you heard from the Lord?
Yeah, absolutely. It was at the right young age of about 7 years old where I accepted Christ as my personal Savior and was able to work in church, my father being the pastor, so we were able to work in church for free. And then, you felt the call to ministry some years later. So South Carolina is where I have roots spiritually and physically, as they say.
All right. I understand you just became president of the California Nevada Baptist Convention. Is that, am I correct?
Nevada, California Interstate Missionary Baptist Convention. It's been a great, I was elected in August of 2012 to serve as the president and one of the youngest in the history of that convention. And we just see it as a great opportunity. It's been a lot of work thus far with gaining churches. We have churches in the north as well as the south, the southern Nevada region, and it's just been a lot of work.
I bet. Well, I guess I should ask you, how do you balance church and family and...
Balancing, well, you have to make time for family. I think it's very important that you make time for family. Military has taught me to compartmentalize things. So what I try to do is when I'm at church, I do church. When I doing convention stuff, I can do some of that at church. But when I'm home, I try to digress and just be with family. So I just, I've learned how to balance pretty good. I've done a good job so far, I think.
Well, tell us a little bit about your military background. I know that you have served in several branches of the military, and you retired just recently.
Absolutely. I served 22 years in a combination of services. I started out 4 years Navy, 3 years Naval Reserve, 3 years Army National Guard, and the last remainder years in the United States Air Force Reserves as a chaplain. So I've been around the country, been to Australia, Austria, Switzerland, skiing in Switzerland, France, Spain, Turkey.
Oh, wow.
Been everywhere. So my military experience has really parlayed. It has helped in the church ministry and also as convention president.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very good. So Pastor Chaney, where do you see Second Baptist and Pastor Cheney in the next 10 years?
Oh my good, great question, great question. I see us being a church that meets the totality of the person with regards to the spiritual, the physical, is very important. I foresee us constructing a family life center, a facility enrichment center that we can work on our health, a gymnasium, a coffee cafe, computer lab, and those kind of entities. Within the next 10 years, I kind of see that as the start of community revitalization. I think it's very important that we, the churches, start the revitalization process here in the West Las Vegas community.
Excellent, excellent. Now, I want to ask you, Pastor Cheney, what about D.Edward Chaney that stands out from every other pastor here in Las Vegas?
I tend to quote the country a lot. I'm always saying I'm from the country, and what stands out, I come across, honestly, there's a misconception. A lot of people think that I'm arrogant. I'm just overly confident with regards to where I've come from and the life that I have lived and the experiences, and just telling it like it is. And a lot of people cannot handle that. They think you ought to be extremely humble, eat humble pie a lot. And I just think in order to grow, you have to go. Sometimes you have to go to grow. I think it's very important. to step on the gas in certain cases and then wait. You know, with a mixed, diverse demographic population here at Second Baptist, I must attend to our seniors and be patient and give them time. And then I have young people where they want to move quickly. They want the microwave right now. So I've been able to kind of bridge that gap, hopefully, prayerfully. So.
Yes. You know, now I want to ask the question, but I don't have it phrased here, about the involvement in the community. We saw you giving the prayer at the, I think it was this opening of the Senate.
Yes.
And we've seen you also being prayerful and offering a prayer at when the First Lady was here in town, Michelle Obama. And I would like to hear a little bit more about your...
Well, you know, being privileged and honored to deliver the prayer for the Senate was one of the most crowning moments of my life. In October of 2011, I was the guest chaplain for our Senate Majority Leader, Harry Reid, where he invited us to Washington, my wife and I, to come and spend some time there in the Capitol and the White House and to really offer the prayer. And at that time, they were going through major legislation with regards to the deficit, and I found it to be a great privilege. And then right after that, in May of 2012, I delivered the prayer for the First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, and then I came back November 1st and did the prayer for the President of the United States. So I've been privileged, and I count it a blessing and an honor to say that I've done that. And he also signed my prayer. I do have a signed copy here in the office, so I'm privileged. It's a representation of what God has given me, but also I represent Second Baptist.
Excellent. Well, Pastor Cheney, it's been a pleasure.
Thank
you
you
so much for giving us the opportunity here on Vegas Gospel.
Thank you. Thank you.